When it came time for the ball, the girls started looking for dresses. Irinda offered Serena to wear a very beautiful dress. Serena agreed. And then the ball came. When Irinda entered the hall, she surprised everyone with her appearance, because she wore a tailcoat. Her brother approached her. The conversation was tense, but it was interrupted by Serena. When she approached, Irinda's brother started courting her. However, Serena quickly ended the dialogue, and Irinda mocked her brother. Irinda told Serena that she was cool and that she was happy with Serena's act. Serena asked why Irinda was wearing a tailcoat. There were two reasons for that. First, Irinda wanted to dance with Serena, and secondly, she didn't want to dance with the prince. And then the prince came. Told Irinda that she had an interesting outfit and asked if she was wearing that on purpose so she wouldn't dance with him. Then he put forward his proposal. Irinda did not like it, and then Luke appeared. He interrupted the conversation saying that such proposals should be addressed to him. At that moment, Irinda left the hall. When she came out, she met Reynard. It turns out that he left because he doesn't like such events, and it also turns out that the crown prince is dancing with Luke. Reynard informed Irinda that he was learning to dance and invited her to dance. During the dance, Irinda learned that Reynard was being trained by a fencing professor. Towards the end, Reynard decided to go to sleep. Irinda also wanted to go rest, but at that moment Luke appeared. He was a little disappointed that Irinda didn't dance the first dance with him. But she said that if he puts on a dress, they will dance. Irinda danced with Luke. During the dance, they started a dialogue. Irinda asked why Luke wanted her to be his partner. The girl never received a clear answer. Luke jokingly replied that she was him, only he was funnier. At this moment, Serena appears. They talked a little, but it turned out that in Irinda's third lives, Prince Noah's dance with Serena simply does not exist. Then the events take us to the lesson. After class, Luke invited Irinda to grab a snack and then go to the training ground. After that, the events are transferred to the corridor along which Luke, Irinda, Serena, and Reynard were walking. Luke was not serious. Luke said that the extracts were needed, meaning all of Irinda's magical potential. The boy noted that this is the basic training of magicians of the magic tower. When Irinda said she didn't know how to do it, Luke replied that the principle was very easy. You have to imagine that you are gathering all your magic into a ball. As Irinda did this, she began to feel her body lose its stability and her brain become free of thoughts. This process was interrupted by Serena. Irinda's hair turned white. Serena asked if everything was fine. Irinda replied that everything was fine, only her ears were ringing, and her feelings intensified. Irinda wanted to sleep. Luke took her in his arms and she fell asleep. When she woke up, it turned out that she was at the medical center. They talked, and in the course of the dialogue, Luke revealed that Irinda has no magic limit. Irinda shouted and at the same time asked if it turns out that her magic is limitless? Luke replied that it wasn't that important right now. Irinda was surprised to see Luke so serious. Irinda was not at the academy for 5 days. Luke received official permission for Irinda to rest. At the academy, Irinda was met by Serena, who wrote all the notes for Irinda. The girls started hugging, and then Luke appears. Luke and Serena made a magical talisman for Irinda. This talisman is supposed to help if something happens while using magic. It will stop magical abilities. At this moment, Reynard appears, who took Irinda to training. Events are then moved to the classroom for a lesson in territorial magic. There was a test in the lesson. Irinda wrote it perfectly. However, the professor had doubts, since only Luke Oscar wrote this test completely correctly all the time. The discussion went on for a long time, but it was interrupted by Prince Noah that he was passing by and heard that his bride was in trouble. He acquitted Irinda, and even swore by the emperor's name. The oath in the name of the emperor was a kind of testament magic available only to the imperial family. If you swear, lying harms the body. Then, walking down the corridor, Irindid began a dialogue with the prince and offered him a divorce. The prince refused, justifying this by the fact that their betrothal is an important element in maintaining the relationship between the royal family and the magic tower. Irindid was enraged and told the prince that she would do everything herself, adding that there was no person in the world who hated him more than she did. At the end of the argument, the boy recalled that the girl wrote that she was glad to study with him at the same academy. The girl was surprised, because this was not the case in the original story. Then the prince said that Irindis seemed to like him. Thank you for viewing. Have good day. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you want a continuation, write about it in the comments.